So if there's one thing that I just don't like, not saying that they're garbage, it doesn't mean that they're garbage characters, but if there's one thing that I don't like, rather two things I do not like, are these two fuckers.
An interesting development, wouldn't you say?
Interesting indeed.
So, shall we inform Brother Adam?
We shall.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What a mess we're in right now. So let's get into the video, shall we? Hello, I am PSYLOD, and I'm talking about RWBY today. A little bit of an unorthodox routine on my channel. I mean, I intended to make RWBY videos come RWBY Volume 5, and RWBY Volume 5 is pretty much, it's begun. RWBY Volume 5 has begun. It's still progressing, and it's going to continue progressing until the series volume inevitably ends. So just briefly, I just wanted to talk about something that caught my interest a little bit when watching some of the RWBY episodes. So some of these new RWBY Volume 5 episodes have been taking place on Menagerie. And Menagerie, home of the Faunus, of course, you have Blake and all those guys, they're just there, That's the place that Blake's just lurking around until she finally finds a way to carry on with the rest of her team, hopefully, in the future. So some very interesting conflicts have been happening in Menagerie, and one of those few things was a recent speech that was given off by the man himself, the ex-White Fang leader, Belladonna, about reclaiming the White Fang, doing what's right for the Faunus, and most importantly, fighting for the future, where humans and Faunus can collaborate and live in harmony. That's what he hopes for. But the detrimental thing that unfortunately interrupts that speech in that episode is Illia. Yes, Illia. The same chameleon girl that fucked up Sun in Volume 4. So now she's kind of going back and forth. She's kind of debating whether or not she's on Team A or Team B. She just can't decide. Everything around her is just kind of pressuring her to take sides, and unfortunately, the side she wants to take doesn't seem to be the side she wants to stay on. So the main question of the video, was Illia blackmailed? Because I'm getting I just don't want to, I don't want to, I'm not going to rant, because that's not what I want to do. I want to discuss, of course, because, it's a show. I want to discuss fiction, of course, might as well engage with it, right? They're giving us information, might as well give us a little bit back by discussing about things, discuss ideas, etc., etc. But, oh boy, honestly, the thing with those two brothers, ever since they showed up in Volume 4, Corsic and Fennec, whatever what's their name? It doesn't matter what their names are. The point is, those two are a heap of trouble. And no matter what they do, they just try to play it all cool, all nice, like they're the innocent ones, they're responsible for nothing. They're just walking around like, hey guys, I'm responsible for nothing. Also, let me have peace. Yeah. The only real clues I can really get out of those guys, because they don't want to admit to anything. They don't want to admit to any sort of suspicious schemes or anything that they're up to. I mean, God forbid. These are the kinds of guys who'd want to basically destroy the world. And they say, oh, we're not doing anything. It's okay. We're just standing here all idly by. We're doing nothing. We're peaceful faunus and hoods. It's okay, everybody. We're just two dudes. We're two chill dudes. That's what they want everyone to think. But my hunch is that those two, before Illia went and interrupted Gira's speech in the episode, those two went up to Illia and probably told her off. Not really told her off. You never know. I mean, they seem all very peaceful and chill. That's the picture that they want to output themselves as the chill, peaceful brothers, just walking around, trying to be the peaceful guys, trying to paint a picture of themselves that's positive, and nothing too over the top and extreme like with someone like Adam. Just the way they're looking around, just their facial expressions, just sort of like just gives me the feeling that, you know, they just wanted Illia to be their ace in the hole, I guess, quote unquote. Their ace in the hole to make the Belladonna family's plan to make everything fall apart with those guys. Since those guys basically act a certain way and they act all modest, they act like they don't want to take the blame for anything that they're probably going to be doing and anything that they're scheming about. So instead, they probably forced Illia to do their bidding, and they forced Illia to do that. Just we've all been seeing just how the animators and the writers of RWBY and Rooster Teeth have been presenting Illia as. She really does not want to pick a fight with Blake. Not because she can't beat Blake, but it's just because, she can't. No, she just doesn't. No, she doesn't want to harm her because they were both friends before, and seeing how they closely bonded in the Black trailer, they, of course, you know, as a close friend, you don't want to harm the close friend that was once your friend, but unfortunately they switched since Blake left the White Fang. She's just, they're kind of on opposite sides now, and they're forced to kind of take drastic measures. And even if Illia can't remain friends with Blake, unfortunately, because they're on opposite sides of the fence, Team A and Team B, she's probably trying to lay low and trying to protect herself because she wants to protect Blake at the same time. Sometimes she just doesn't seem to have a choice. I mean, with all those words, I'm not trying to say that. I'm not trying to flump back on my words and say, oh, Illia's trying to protect herself and Blake, when in reality she's trying to pin everyone against Blake. That would make no sense, of course. But protecting herself, Illia just wants to protect herself, of course. She doesn't exactly want a war on her hands. She doesn't exactly want that. But those brothers are probably making things a little harder. Like, you ever notice at the end, like, you ever notice that one shot in the scene where they look like they were really proud of what Illia said? Like, so they kind of had the look of, oh, she did what we asked. How kind of her. Yay, it worked. I'm not sure how Illia is supposed to continue moving forward when it comes to the rest of Volume 5, or assuming she actually, you know, wants to pick up the pieces of the shattered friendship between her and Blake and try and make amends to join her, possibly. But at the same time, you know, kind of stuck. She's kind of stuck, so there's not really much options for her. So that is going to do it for the video, everyone. Thank you for clicking and watching this video and listening to me discuss this topic. If there's any bits and pieces of information that anyone wants to contribute and or add to this little conversation discussion, then feel free to leave that in the comment section down below. This has been PSYLOD, and I'll see you in any other future videos I release. Tell me if there's anything, assuming you liked this video, and how I'm talking about things. If you liked this video, then if you want to leave a suggestion of a topic for me to do regarding RWBY Volume 5, any questions, any pieces of lore. I'm not the RWBY expert, quote unquote, but when it comes to trying to research something, I'll try my best, of course, and I'll try my best to deliver in terms of the quality of the content that's being outputted to you guys. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.